Warning: the following content may contain elements that are not suitable for some audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
All right, y'all, this is Murph Almighty, your host of Black Light TV. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button because you know I'm about to bring it to you. Now, I want to say it is the winter time, so I figure I would think about the snow, if you get my drift. Let's talk about some of the biggest drug busts in history. I ain't talking about a couple bricks. I'm talking about mountains of cocaine, meth, and even fentanyl getting snatched up like Black Friday TVs, bruh. Some of these busts are so wild it makes you wonder how anybody thought they can get away with this shit. Let's break down the top 10 single largest drug seizures ever, from least to greatest, because the numbers get ridiculous real quick. All right, let's go. Number 10, Mexico's fentanyl seizure 2024, 2,410 pounds. Mexico wasn't playing in 2024. In one raid, Mexican soldiers seized over a ton of fentanyl, mostly in pill form. Sinaloa, I hope I'm saying that right. You know where the famous cartel like to hang out at. You know, I ain't got nothing to do with that. This wasn't just a little side hustle. This was the biggest fentanyl seizure in Mexico's history. Imagine the chaos that caused when those Mexican cartels found out that all that got taken. Authorities estimated that haul could have produced over 1 billion deadly doses. All right, number 9, Operation Crystal Shield 2020, 2,224 pounds of meth. The DEA had their own moment of glory in 2020 with Operation Crystal Shield. In just one hit, the motherfucker snagged over a metric ton of methamphetamines. That's not even counting the 893 pounds of cocaine and 13 pounds of heroin that came alongside for the ride. This was part of a broader crackdown, but that single meth bust made history in the US. The cartel felt that one, I guarantee it. Number 8, Paraguay's cocaine seizure in 2020, 2.9 tons. Paraguay might not be the first place you think of when it comes to massive drug busts, but they stepped it up big time in 2020, boy. Authorities discovered 2.9 tons of cocaine hidden in a charcoal shipment. Apparently, somebody thought they could sneak literal tons of cocaine under the radar disguised as barbecue supplies. The street value, over 500 million of them things, boy. Looks like someone's summer cookout plans got shut down real quick. But boy, it ain't barbecuing chicken, barbecuing that ass. Number 7, Australia's meth and heroin seizure of 2019. 1.6 tons of meth. Sheesh. Down under, they don't play that either, mate. In 2019, Australian authorities intercepted a shipment from Thailand trying to sneak in 1.6 tons of meth and 37 kilograms of heroin on top of that. The drugs were hidden inside stereo speakers. Can someone imagine ordering some speakers and getting a ton of drugs inside the month? Like, yo, this bust was worth over $2 billion, bruh. Talking about speakers knocking, huh? Number 6, Operation Seabight 2008, 1.5 tons of cocaine. Ireland's biggest drug bust ever, a yacht floating around with 1.5 tons of cocaine on board. Operation Seabight in 2008 had Irish authorities tracking down this high seas delivery worth around 750 million euros. Apparently, someone thought Ireland's foggy shores made a good cover. Spoiler alert, it didn't. At number 5, Colombia's largest cocaine seizure in 2017. 12 tons. Colombia, the land of Pablo Escobar, stays at the top when it comes to cocaine. In 2017, authorities stumbled upon 12 tons of cocaine during a raid. This wasn't just a one-off. It was part of Colombia's crackdown on narco traffickers. Imagine enough cocaine to cover a football field stacked 10 feet high, bruh. That's what I can't imagine it. Number 4, Bolivia's cocaine seizure in 2022. 21.6 tons. And in 2022, Bolivia said, watch me work, young boy. Authorities intercepted 21.6 tons of cocaine disguised as soy flour. Let that sink in. Tons of cocaine hidden in flour bags. This was the largest drug seizure in Bolivia's history. Somebody was definitely sweating bullets when that news dropped. Somebody got hurt over that. Number 3, Coast Guard's Eastern Pacific seizure in 2016. 26.5 tons of that cocaina. The U.S. Coast Guard was busy in 2016, seizing 26.5 tons of cocaine in the Eastern Pacific. This wasn't from just one boat, though. It was part of multiple busts across several ships. Still, the total haul was worth over 715 million stinking dinkins, boy. Somewhere along that, a lot of drug lords had to rewrite their budgets, bro. They had to start that over. I'm telling you, somebody was starving from that. At number 2, Night Train Seizure, 1977. 54 tons of marijuana. Yeah, that wacky tobacco. Flashback to the 1970s, when smuggling weed was the hot ticket. In 1977, the Coast Guard intercepted 54 tons of marijuana from a boat called the Night Train off the Florida coast. At that time, this was the largest single drug seizure in U.S. history. Imagine that much weed in one place. Someone was definitely planning a serious 420 celebration, and they was looking sick in the stomach when that came up missing. Here we are, y'all. Number 1, Interpol Operation 2024. 615 tons of drugs. Now this one's just ridiculous, man. In 2024, Interpol coordinated across 31 countries and pulled off a record-breaking 615 tons of illicit drugs and precursor chemicals. This wasn't just one bust though, more like a global takedown. But it counts because the total haul is unmatched. Listen, cocaine, meth, heroin, and fentanyl, you name it, they found it, bruh. The street value came in about $1.6 billion, man. Can you, oh my God, it's a lot of drugs floating around. It's a lot more even money. Golly. When you hear numbers like 615 tons and 54 tons of weed, you gotta really put that into perspective of how massive the drug trade is and how much of this is just slipping through the cracks. This is stuff that's getting seized. These seizures might be drops in the ocean, but for the people involved, I guarantee you this was a big ass L. And somewhere right now, somebody is trying to sneak more drugs in through some damn stereo speakers and some tires and all of that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to give it to the drug trade, and you got to give it to the people who are fighting against the drug. This is a ridiculous amount of drugs. Tell me if I missed one though. You let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Blacklight TV. I've been your host, Murph Almighty. Thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. Till next time. Peace.